meteorologist Chase Jones.
All right, we're going to change gears a little bit. We're seeing some more dry weather, and the upper level pattern is trying to force us into a blocking pattern. So we're going to see this high pressure hang out for about a week. Now, we're on the dry out. I don't know if you guys saw the drought monitor last week. We saw a little bit of that area right over San Angelo, and we're going to continue to dry out because we've been without a little bit of rain for the past couple days. Impressive rain over the weekend, but look at these temperatures over the last 24 hours, all the way down into those lower 60s. So I got it wrong. Then we made a good 30-degree run or 20-degree run up into those lower 90s, if not those upper 80s, and by tonight right back down into those 60s. So we're inside that 30-degree spread, which means the atmosphere is stable right now underneath that high pressure, letting you know just how strong it is. 89 in San Angelo, everybody else at 88, if not those lower 80s across the entire area, looking for 10 degrees, especially today with these dry, quiet conditions. 94 in Robert Lee, 84 down there in Sonora. There's our 10 degrees across the entire area, letting us know we're dealing with stable and dry conditions for about a week. Dew points are in those 60s and those 50s, while humidity indices are in those 30s all the way up into those 50s. So we're seeing the high humidity in those lower elevations, but we'll see how much it rises by tonight because those winds are back out of the south, and there's some tropical formation starting. Take a good look at the moisture tracker. We're really just keeping our eye on this ginormous stationary boundary all across the entire southern part of the United States, but take a good look at it as it starts to form a pretty strong circulation. Some model data is starting to pick up some tropical hurricane activity around Louisiana, and by next week, we're going to get a better idea if it wants to show up or not. So that lets us know all the moisture in the Concho Valley is going to be headed east. Now, we take you up into the upper level pattern. Take a good look at the blocking pattern that is trying to force itself into. Here's the cutoff low off the west coast. Here's a strong high pressure hanging over across all of Texas, all the way up into the Great Lakes. And as we get closer towards the third week of September, it's just flying by. Take a good look. That's a cutoff low off the east coast. High pressure staying in place, and that low pressure is having a hard time making its way off the west coast. By the time it starts to fight its way in, we're going to see a whole lot of severe weather real quick. Now, water vapor imagery, take a good look at all the convection across the Rocky Mountains. It's working in tandem with that dry air pushing all across the Chihuahua Desert right into the Concho Valley, and we take you into severe weather outlook to see what it all means. All across the Rocky Mountain Front Range right now. I don't know why I can't get that right. The Rocky Mountains. And we take you down to the surface to get a better idea of some of that severe weather going off parts of Kansas and Colorado. A little bit of flash flooding, but really just continuously focusing on this part of Texas, really just the whole state. Take a good look at how dry it's going to be for the next couple of days. That rain will give up by the time it gets to the Concho Valley in that typical West Texas fashion. But as we get closer towards the middle of the week, still seeing a little bit of that light cloud cover with those southerly winds, but I promise you not a drop of rain for the foreseeable future. So tonight, we're going to make our way all the way back down into the, will the computer cooperate tonight, all the way back down into those 60s if we get there. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 90s, but we're going to stay this way for the rest of the week. Take a good look at these temperatures all the way until Friday, just in those mid 90s, while those overnight lows are in those lower 60s. And as we get closer towards next week, I'm going to say the exact same thing, still in those lower 90s, while those overnight lows are still in those mid 60s. Stay tuned. I'll move the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.